Shalom Aleichem, dear friends, and welcome to this week's Torah portion Pinchas, and it's entitled The Zeal of Peace and Legacy of Promise. This portion opens with a dramatic act of zeal as Pinchas, the grandson of Aharon, holds a deadly plague by striking down Zimri and Cosby, whose public defiance had provoked divine wrath. His courageous action restores order, and God responds by granting him a covenant of peace, transforming his violence into priestly legacy and lasting peace. As Rabbi Schmott notes, this covenant serves not merely as a reward but as a sacred healing. Yet true peace often demands difficult choices, and so God instructs Moses to wage war against the Midianites to cleanse the lingering spiritual corruption caused by Peor. In the aftermath, God commands a new census. Nearly 40 years after the first, the Israelites are no longer the generation that left Egypt. That entire group except Joshua and Caleb has passed. This new count symbolizes rebirth. Some tribes have decreased, like Simeon, deeply affected by the plague. Others, like Judah and Issachar, have grown. Every family is recorded, ensuring their legacy continues. In a moving moment, the daughters of Tzelafchad step forward. Machlah, Noah, Chagla, Milcah, and Tirzah, having no brothers, request an inheritance in their father's name. They stand at the entrance of the tent, respectful yet bold. Moses brings their case to God, who responds. The daughters of Tzelafchad speak rightly, Numbers 27-7. Their request becomes Torah law, expanding inheritance rights and elevating women's voices in sacred legislation. Then comes a moment of quiet poignancy. God tells Moses to ascend Mount Abarim and see the land he will not enter. Moses, faithful shepherd to the end, does not plead for himself. Instead, he asks that the people not be left like sheep without a shepherd. God answers with grace. Joshua, a man of spirit, is chosen. Moses lays hands on him before all, transferring leadership with humility and love. He blesses the one who will go where he cannot, a final act of selfless devotion. Finally, the parasha turns to the daily and seasonal offerings, the rhythms of devotion that sanctify Israel's days. Each day, lambs are offered. On Shabbat, additional offerings are added. Rosh Chodesh, the festivals of Pesach, Shavuot, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot each have their own sacred structure. On Sukkot, offerings increase and then decrease daily, representing the 70 nations of the world. These rituals remind us that Israel's calling is not just inward but universal. Through zeal and peace, war and renewal, justice and transition, Parashat Pinchas teaches that holiness requires balance, passion with order, courage with humility, strength with compassion. May we rise like Pinchas when truth is threatened, speak like Tzelafchad's daughters when justice is needed, lead like Moses with grace, and step forward like Joshua with readiness. Shabbat Shalom.